Hello everybody and welcome back to Battlebots Annihilation episode 6. Yeah, we're at 6 now. We're going right into Heat A, and we started off with Deep 6 versus Shell Shock. Now, along the line for Deep 6, it's 2 and 3 right now. Shell Shock 1 and 4. But Deep 6, if it can get the win here, it's still in contention. Because, yeah, every bot has 3 fights left now, and which makes getting wins and points absolutely much more crucial. Remember, 5 points for control board, 4 points for UDA, 3 points for immobilization, 2 points for judge's decision, and 1 point for split judge's decision, and an extra 3 points for if you get a dramatic control board versus the quickest one. And it looks like Shell Shock has just flipped Deep 6 over while I was giving out that whole rule setting for the points there. Shell Shock absolutely quick on the trigger with getting Deep 6 up and over. That was a huge upset. We continue on with Bronco versus Tuberg Too Furious. Bronco 4-1, so it is definitely still in contention. And I think it can risk a loss here, but it doesn't want to. Bronco kind of wants to get back in the running of the top seed in Heat A. As, yeah, Hydra's still undefeated now, and it'll fight in this heat's main event, which is against Death Roll. Bronco going in with the back wedge, and gets a big flip on Tuberg, almost throwing him right into the corner of the UDA zone. And yeah, in terms of distance, I think that's the biggest flip we've had in Annihilation yet. Tuberg now going on the offensive, taking out part of Bronco's twangers, but flips itself in the process, so Bronco comes back, gets a big flip on Tuberg. Tuberg trying to get under, trying to make sure it doesn't mess up against Bronco. It wants to keep its drum pointed right to the twangers of Bronco, but Bronco not letting it. Bronco trying to get under again. Bronco with another big flip on Tuberg. Wedging Tuberg into and throwing him right into the wall. Could that be the UDA? No, it is not. Tuberg, if it's upside down like this, it's going to have a real hard time getting into this fight, especially against a high-powered flipper like Bronco. And there it is, Bronco has gotten Tuberg out of the arena. Now the question is, can Tuberg get out? Or is this a win for Bronco and a 4-point? No, it looks like Tuberg can get back in. Bronco gonna guard it right there and try to throw Tuberg right back in, but to no avail, that does not work. Throws Tuberg up in the air again. We've seen a lot of high-powered flips from Bronco in this fight. Bronco, once again, in the attack. Tuberg really hoping for a miracle. Trying to flip Tuberg out of the arena again, and this one might be it. It has Tuberg up on his side. That might be the kill flip. And I think that this is going to be a win for Bronco. Tuberg can do something miraculous. And it does not. It looks like Bronco's going to win this fight by Riba. We continue on with Scorpius versus Nelly. Nelly going in with a lance. That's an interesting idea for Nelly. Let's see if that works for him. Scorpius trying to line up a shot. Ooh, there it goes. Nelly, I don't know what the plan is with the lance. I think that might have been a weird call for Nelly. I think their plan was to try and make sure Scorpius... Ooh, now it's kind of working. Nelly has the lance under Scorpius. Now, I'm not sure if that was their game plan, but I think Nelly will take it. Nelly kind of giving Scorpius a one-armed hug, kind of. Cornering it with that lance, making sure Scorpius only has one way of exit. But here comes Scorpius with that hammer saw. Nelly trying to get under Scorpius, but if Scorpius can get to the sides, I think you can get under that lance and get some good shots in. As you can see right there, it gets a flip on Nelly, and I think Nelly's going to be done for this one unless Scorpius has some good sportsmanship here. And it looks like it might. Nelly taking some big shots by that hammer saw. Nelly's smoking now. Scorpius self-righted Nelly. Although I don't know if that was their plan. Nelly trying to get out, trying to gain some distance, but Scorpius not letting him. But Nelly back on the offensive. It didn't want some time to run. It's just going right after Scorpius. Scorpius gets another shot on that lance. Oh, Scorpius trying to self-right. Nelly right under Scorpius, getting a big hammer shot. Scorpius looks like it's getting under the lance again. But Nelly gets a good hammer shot that puts Scorpius off balance. Scorpius' spinner looking a little wobbly once they get some hits in. Scorpius self-righting now. Now Nelly on under Scorpius, getting some good hits there, having Scorpius flipped over. Scorpius self-rights though, with the help of that hammer saw. Oh, but there's a havoc there. But thankfully Scorpius self-rights, so we don't need to end the fight abruptly. But we have crashed, so we will go to a decision. But since there's only a minute left, and the judges have unanimously voted for Scorpius. Next up, we have Riba versus Bombshell. Two green verts that are definitely looking for a win here. Both with positive records, and both definitely still in contention. Bombshell trying to box rush Riba, trying to get under, but that's a failed attempt. But there goes a kind of successful attempt, but Riba going right at Bombshell, and oh my god, the entire wedge has been, well, not the entire wedge, Bombshell still has one piece of the wedge left, but Riba just absolutely demolished that wedge, took off almost everything, and Riba might already win this. The question is, can Bombshell do anything? There you see a good hit by Bombshell, and another. Bombshell's best hit is to throw Riba around and hope they break their spinner on the ground. Bombshell's spinner isn't the most destructive spinner out there. In fact, it's probably the weakest of all the vertical spinners besides maybe Daisy Cutter. But it still has that speed, and the power in the throw in that bird is incredible. Bombshell trying to self-rate Riba, trying to cut off all angles for Bombshell. Riba going right at Bombshell, trying to rip out that last piece of the wedge, but Bombshell trying to throw Riba out of the arena. Bombshell trying to do something. It's trying to throw Riba out of the box. But it is not working right now. Right now, Bombshell just trying to avoid that spinner as long as possible. Riba gets a big hit on Bombshell there. Bombshell trying to self-right now, but Riba going right after it. Bombshell getting attacked by Riba on the backside, and there's a weird havoc. Bombshell trying to get under Riba, trying to do something, but it is just not working right now. We got 90 seconds left. Can Bombshell do anything? Is this Riba's fight? Oh, and there goes the entire wedge finally. Riba looks like he has this one in the bag now. It's just a matter of if Riba can get... Ooh! But now Ribot shedding a piece of that spinner off, and there goes its eyes. Ribot crumbling right in front of us, but I don't think Bombshell has enough of its wedge to even do anything. I mean, it's lost pretty much everything. It's basically a ram bot now. I mean, yeah, the sides of it are kind of wedge-like, but I don't think Ribot's going to get under that. Ribot once again getting thrown around by Bombshell, but unless Bombshell can throw Ribot out of the arena, I think Ribot has won this fight, unless Bombshell gives us something dramatic. But to be fair, Ribot is definitely losing some control points here, maybe even a bit of aggression. So if Bombshell can keep it up, but there's some good movement by Ribot. Bombshell's best hope is to maybe force this fight to a split decision. Hope that Ribot doesn't gain 2 points and only gets the 1 point. That would be Bombshell's best strategy as of right now. And a Havoc to throw the fight off, but Owen throws Bombshell out of the arena. Well done. So, per rules of Annihilation, if you get Havoc'd and you're thrown out of the arena, you're forced to restart the fight. But since there's only 20 seconds left, we're taking it to the decision, which has been unanimously scored for Ribot. And now it's time for our main event, Death Roll versus Hydra. Big shot by Death Roll to start it. Death Roll got a good hit there. Hydra got a good flip. Yeah, Hydra's very tough to get under, but if you can get under it, could be just game over for Hydra. As you can see, Hydra's already taken some control board damage. But Hydra now using that flipper to its advantage. Staying right on Hydra. Hydra giving us some big flips. Death Roll now self-righting, but Hydra with another flip. Hydra's best hope in terms of winning damage is throwing Death Roll to the floor and hoping it breaks its weapon. Which is definitely possible for Death Roll. It definitely has a kind of delicate spinner, but it has a big spinner, so if it loses some pieces, it's still got an ability to hit the opponent. And you can see Death Roll has lost its first piece of the spinner, and Hydra gets a big flip on Death Roll there. And another huge flip on Death Roll. Hydra with a big opening on Death Roll, trying to throw him out of the box. Big flips by Hydra right now. Hydra proving why it is still undefeated, a current reigning 5-0 robot. You don't have much of those undefeated robots left in. Remember, at most we can get 8 undefeated robots, and we do not have 8 undefeated robots. I believe we have 6. Another big flip by Hydra. Oh wait, no, we have 4. Hydra being very dominant right now, how it's using his flipper, but flips itself. If Death Roll can... I was going to say, if Death Roll could have self-righted before Hydra and capitalized, like it could right here, that spinner is just giving Death Roll so much trouble to self-right right now. Hydra now trying to get another flip on Death Roll, but no avail there. We got almost a minute left into this fight. Hydra with another flip. Death Roll trying to just not get flipped out of the box. Maybe keep this to only Hydra getting 2 points. And yeah, this is definitely Hydra's fight right now. Hydra, if this goes to a decision, Hydra's definitely got it in the bag. This Death Roll can do some huge flips here. Hydra's just so low to the ground that it's almost impossible to get an actual solid hit on him. Death Roll once again getting thrown to 40 seconds left. Hydra flipping Death Roll over again. Oh, but there's a good hit by Death Roll. Death Roll trying to get under Hydra, but once again a failed. And a big flip by Hydra. Hydra trying to conserve energy here, but I feel like Hydra definitely has it in the bag now. Death Roll trying to get under Hydra, get some last minute damage in, and it is definitely getting some good moments here. But Hydra makes a comeback shot right at Death Roll for that 10 seconds of fun Death Roll gave it. And we have gone to a decision officially, so the results have been decided that the winner unanimously is Hydra.